Well, a lifelong farmer and former Tennessee Ag Commissioner has been appointed to serve on the House Agriculture Committee, and he is taking time to stop by the studios here at RFD-TV. Please welcome U.S. Congressman Mr. John Rose. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're very busy.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Congratulations on the new appointment.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited about the opportunity to represent the farmers of the 6th District of Tennessee in the U.S. House on the Ag Committee.
Absolutely. And I wanted to say, as a former Tennessee Ag Commissioner, speak to your time here in the state of Tennessee, your time in Ag. You have an incredible background.
Sure. Well, it goes back much further. So I'm the proud custodian, along with my wife and 2 sons, of an 8th-generation Tennessee farm. Goes back to 1790. 233 years. And so I've been interested in agriculture since being a young child, and my parents gave me a cow when I was 2, and it had twins, and I was kind of off to the races.
I was going to say, you were off and running.
Right.
Do you feel that your background, I mean, not only as an 8th-generation farmer, but a businessman, a lawyer, having a voice on the Hill, do you feel that brings a unique perspective in what you can do now with your position?
Absolutely. And I think the most important part of that is being involved in agriculture on a day-to-day basis. So we operate a beef cow-calf operation on our farm, and through the years have been involved in lots of other enterprises, burley tobacco production. We operated a grade A dairy. Of course, we produce hay for our cattle, and used to produce Kentucky 31 tall fescue seed. So lots of firsthand experience with agriculture, which I believe will help me understand the challenges that working farmers are facing all across this country.
I was going to say, not only across this country, but globally as well. I mean, you're going to have such a platform to be able to voice your thoughts. And with that being said, going into this position and starting off this new year, obviously Farm Bill, everybody's talking about that. What would you like to see take place
Well,
there?
so I think the most important thing to keep in mind is that we have, the most abundant, reliable, safest supply of food in human history. And our ag policy doesn't need to get in the way of that. It needs to enhance that in every step we can. Farmers are facing a real cost-price squeeze right now. So while commodity prices are up generally, the inputs that farmers are relying on and the supply chains that they rely on are squeezed, and the prices are higher. And so it's putting farmers in a real bind. We have to make sure that the next Farm Bill accounts for that and helps us deal with that runaway inflation that we've seen fostered by reckless government spending over the last 2 years.
So you're going to have a lot of input on that. A lot of people now speculating within the ag industry, can it get done on time?
I think so. We've got a lot of work to do and not much time to do it. But I think we're all determined, and we've got a great new chair of the House Ag Committee, G.T. Thompson from Pennsylvania, who is an old hand at this, and we have some returning members who've been a part of crafting past farm bills, and so I think we can get the work done.
You know, not only the Farm Bill, but specifically for you personally, what would you like to see addressed? You know, what's your focus as you head into this position on the Hill?
Well, our farmers have to be profitable. You know, we have to ensure that financially they can be successful. And so I think that's got to be job one. Obviously, the Farm Bill includes a substantial portion of the spending is aimed at the nutrition program. So we've got to be careful about that. It now accounts for 85% of the expense of the Farm Bill. And we've got to have some accountability there, so that's something we've got to be looking at. But turning back to the farm side of it, obviously as an 8th-generation farmer with 2 young sons, I want to make sure that we're training and developing the next generation of farmers as well.
That is such a good point, and it's something that we hear a lot of here at RFD-TV. A pleasure, Congressman. Thank you for making the time.
Thank you.
Appreciate
it's a pleasure to be with you, and look forward to future opportunities.
Absolutely. We welcome you here anytime. Open door policy. Congressman John Rose, a pleasure. Stay with us.